I want to read you what you said, make sure I'm accurate. Here's what you said. President Trump is not like any sane leader. I'm very proud of General Milley for saying that President Trump is a total fascist. You think you're smarter than the American people, don't you?
Folks, what you're about to see is a jaw-dropping moment in Washington, D.C., a senator exposing a high-ranking general's shocking disdain for the American people under oath. If you want to see real accountability in action, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's dive in, because this is the kind of truth the mainstream media won't show you. Welcome back to Capitol Chronicle, where we break down the stories the elites don't want you to hear. Today, we're reacting to a hearing that should have been national news, but instead, it's barely mentioned by the mainstream media. Senator John Kennedy took on a top U.S. general, and the exchange is nothing short of explosive. Kennedy asked a simple, direct question: do you believe in open borders? And what do we get?
General.
The ultimate...
Yes, you believe in open borders, don't you?
I believe in the rule of law, sir.
Right. And it makes you angry that President Trump does not believe in open borders, doesn't it?
Senator, I'm not here to discuss immigration policy. I'm here to discuss whether or not we use the military to enforce it.
And it makes you angry that most Americans don't believe in open borders, doesn't it?
Not in the slightest, sir. Again, I am not here to discuss the immigration policy.
Yeah. Duty, honor, respect, you talked about that
Yes,
in
Senator.
your opening statement. On October 14th of this year, you went on CNN. I want to read you what you said, make sure I'm accurate. Here's what you said. President Trump is not like any sane leader. I'm very proud of General Milley for saying that President Trump is a total fascist. To Bob Woodward, if he, as chairman of the Joint Chiefs, is calling the president a fascist, I'm so proud of him for breaking that barrier. The challenge is because most MAGA Republicans, they don't understand what fascism is. The reality is that they are, in fact, fascists themselves. Did I read that accurately?
Senator, I am happy to discuss my personal perspectives with you separately at any time. That's not the purpose of the hearing today.
Did I read that accurately?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. You think you're smarter than the American people, don't you?
Absolutely not, Senator. I am here to discuss the use of the military as part of this mass deportation.
And what do we get? The ultimate politician non-answer: I believe in the rule of law. Folks, that's Washington speak for yes. You don't get to hide behind empty phrases. Americans deserve honest answers. And Senator Kennedy wasn't having it. Then Kennedy pulled receipts, the general's own words from a CNN interview. He openly called President Trump not like any sane leader and labeled him a total fascist. And it gets worse. He claimed most MAGA Republicans are fascists too. Think about that. A general in the United States military openly disdaining more than half of the country he swore to protect. That's...
You think you're more virtuous than the American people, don't you, General?
Senator, I am insulted by your comment.
Duty, honor, and respect. You talked about that in your opening statement, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Moran said, I wrote down her words. She said, by their actions, you know what someone's character is like. You agree with that?
Senator, for 35 years, I served my country with absolute honor and distinction, and I will continue to do so.
You agree with what Ms. Moran said?
Of course.
Mr. Got a few minutes left.
23 seconds.
Well, actually, you let Ms. Klobuchar go well over, so I'm assuming you'll extend me the
I'll
same.
give you the
courtesy.
same minute I gave to her.
You gave it a minute 20. I timed it.
You're using.
I watch you
using
like a hawk, Dick. Mr. Melnick, Mr. Reichland Melnick, you believe in open borders too, don't you?
I do not, Mr. Kennedy.
Okay. On November 1st, 2022, you tweeted, both Texas and Louisiana have their knives out for black immigrants. Do you remember that tweet?
I don't, but it's quite possible.
What Texans, it's not only possible, it happened. You're not denying it, are you?
No, I'm saying, referring
What
to the
Texans?
context.
Who are
I
you
actually
talking
don't
to?
know the
Who
context.
are you talking to about who in Texas had their knives out for black immigrants?
Guessing the context, but my suspicion is
Give
that
me
it
a
has to
name.
do the
Give me a
Attorney
name.
General Ken Paxton and
Give
the
me a
Attorney
name.
General of
Give me a
Louisiana.
name. You
I
don't-
just did.
You don't have a name, do you?
I just said Ken Paxton.
You don't have a name, do you? You just said it, didn't you?
Just said Ken Paxton.
All right, how about Louisiana? You said Louisiana has its knives out for black immigrants. Who in Louisiana were you talking about?
Again, I'm not certain. That was 2 years ago, and as I'm sure you know, much has happened in the last 2 years.
Well, did you say it?
Again, I do not remember the context,
But you don't,
Senator
you
Kennedy.
said somebody had their knives out from Louisiana for black immigrants, but you don't know who they were? You just said it?
I said the Attorney General of Louisiana and Texas, and I believe this referred to specifically lawsuits brought and arguments that were made in court that the arrival of Haitians
I'm out
and
of time,
others
but I
were
want to get you
inherently
on the
dangerous,
record.
which was
You
not.
Thank you very much, Senator.
believe
Appreciate
that the
your
Attorney
questions.
General at that time of Louisiana had his knives out for black immigrants. That's your testimony.
Given their
Thank you,
litigation-
That's
Senator.
breathtaking arrogance. Kennedy did what no one else dares to do. He exposed this bias under oath, with facts, calm precision, and undeniable logic. He asked, "Do you think you're smarter than the American people?" The general said he was insulted. Insulted? This is the guy calling millions of law-abiding Americans fascists, and now he's offended that a senator questions his judgment. And when Kennedy turned the general's own words about duty, honor, and respect back on him, that was the knockout punch. It wasn't a political hit job, it was accountability. It was a reminder that our leaders, military or otherwise, are supposed to serve the people, not scorn them. This is why we need senators like Kennedy. This is why hearings matter. It's not about politics, it's about exposing those in power who think they're above the people they've sworn to serve. If you want more coverage of these DC swamp moments, make sure you subscribe to Capitol Chronicle and hit that like button. Share this video with your friends and family. People need to see who's really running the show in Washington. So, what do you think? Did this general get called out hard enough? Let me know in the comments. We need to start holding these so-called experts accountable.